and happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. It's your girl, Milagros here. And today, during the month of October, we are talking about improving and increasing the quality of our everyday lives so that we can just live more balanced life, right? And my suggestion is always to scratch the word balance from your vocabulary, because most people think about balance in terms of the time. And what we have to do instead is think about balance in terms of quality. If you're at work, if you work a full-time job and you're at work 40 hours a week, there's no way to create that equal number of time that it takes you to get ready for, get to, be at, and then get home from work with the rest of your life, because there's just not that many hours. But what we can do is make sure that we're bringing quality into our spaces. And the way that we do that is to make sure that the inner quality that's happening is first and foremost, so that the outer quality becomes the aftermath or the wonderful effect or circumstance of making sure that we have inner quality. So I've been giving you tips, and I've been posting a lot of quotes, either my own or other people's quotes, on my Facebook and Instagram that will help you just kind of trigger ideas or thoughts, tips, and tools to help you increase the quality in your life. Now, that being said, I have been subbing at a local school, and I was talking to some teenagers last week, and we were talking about this topic, this idea of quality of life. And I had a student who made the brilliant suggestion that I make a video specifically for teens. And she said, I watch your videos and they're really great and they're really helpful, but I'm a teenager, and some of the things when you talk about work don't really apply to me right now. But the truth is that they do. They do apply, because you're not necessarily going to work like a work day where you're getting a paycheck, but you are going to school every day. So you still have to be responsible for the energy that you bring into those spaces and for the amount of time and investment that you're making, because that's going to eventually lead to either a better, brighter future or not, right? Depending on what you're doing with your time. So that is the reason why I decided that this video this week is going to be about increasing quality time for teenagers. So this video is dedicated to you teens out there who follow me. Thank you so much for following and for watching. And it's about how to increase the quality of your life. Small ways that you can do that. So let's just jump right in. I'm going to give you 3 quick tips. And anybody who has been following me for any amount of time, these are not new. These are not new, because you know me. I'm going to go back to the basics. It's like, oh, you have a headache? Have you been drinking water? The basics. Have you been sleeping? The basics, right? Do you eat healthy? The basics. So we have to make sure that we're going back to the basics rather than trying to overcomplicate things or come up with new, crazy, zany things. Not that there's anything wrong with those. It's just, why would you take on those extra things when you are not even handling the basics? And I'm going to keep saying it just like that. The basics. Okay, so here we go. 3 quick tips for you to help you increase the quality of your life if you are a teenager. The first is this. You have to start to become aware. This is key. You have to start becoming more aware of when you are comparing yourself to others. Now, I know for teenagers, I was once a teenager many, many eons ago. And I know for many teenagers, there is this constant battle of, I have to be better than, or she's better than me, or, there's that constant comparison, constant battle. I want you to start to become aware of when you allow yourself to go to that place, because it is so unhealthy. You are the only one of you that ever has been and ever will be. So you don't have to be like anybody else, and you should not compare yourself to anyone else, because there is no one like you. There's no one like her. There's no one like him. There's no one like you. So when you are really, truly operating in a place where you're trying to be your original, authentic self, you then stop comparing yourself to other people, because you can't compete with an original. Oh, write that down somewhere. So that's the first thing. I want you to start to become aware. And then when you have a moment where you feel yourself going there, or you feel yourself, rather than looking at your friend and saying like, oh, he got the new sneakers, or oh, she looks really pretty today, and like, oh, I don't look pretty today, rather than do that, just allow yourself to become aware of when you start to go there, and then instead say, what am I grateful for about my own life? Or what am I grateful for about this person, right? Because when we fear ourselves, have those moments of comparison, which again is a really big thing that happens in the tween and teenage years, When we feel ourselves go there and we're able to kind of head it off, we acknowledge it, like I see myself going there, but I'm becoming more aware. I'm going to head it off by saying, what am I grateful for about myself? I am the only one of me that has this freckle pattern. And I love my freckles. I'm the only one of me that I know of with my name who has my goofy sense of humor. I'm the only, and things like that. It doesn't always have to be physical. It could be about your sense of humor. It could be about how smart you are. And not, well, at least I pass my math classes and she doesn't, because then you're still comparing. It's, I really like math and I'm good at math. I do. And that's something that makes me me. What makes her is hers, and what makes him is his, right? So then we are spending these moments in gratitude and appreciation for ourselves, and then we could do that for them too. Oh, she looks really nice today. Oh, I wish I had a new dress, right? You feel yourself going there, and instead you go, she looks really nice today. Good for her that her family's able to get her a new dress. And she's a really nice person, and she really makes me laugh, and I'm glad that she's my friend. And you know what? We're the same size. Maybe I could borrow that dress, right? And then, so we do things like that. We practice gratitude when we become aware. So first, we allow ourselves to start to become aware of when we start to do the comparison thing. And then when we feel ourselves going there, we take a moment to think about things that we're grateful for ourselves and things that we are grateful for the other person. And then the third thing is affirmations. Y'all know words have power. The power of life and death is in the tongue. As you speak it, it shall come to be. So we have to make sure that we're using powerful words to affirm ourselves. I might not have a new dress, but I have a closet full of clothes and there are plenty. And that means I have abundance. I am abundant. Wait a second, I'm abundant. And I don't need necessarily new clothes. Like, I like them, but I don't need them in order for me to feel good about myself, because I am beautiful. I'm the only one of me. And I know how smart I am. And, and again, we're just kind of keeping ourselves in check and affirming ourselves, taking responsibility for what is currently good and wonderful and perfect in our lives right now. And I would even recommend writing them down, because it helps create greater associations, and it also helps really kind of solidify those thoughts. So if you are a teen out there and you're looking for ways to improve the quality of your life, especially when it comes to school, like the student that I spoke of earlier, then those are the three things you want to start doing. One, allow yourself to become more aware of when you start playing the comparison game with your peers in your own mind. Two, when you catch yourself, use moments of gratitude for yourself or for them to help increase just the feelings of joy and happiness, because the responsibility is yours, even as a teen, to make sure that you are in a good, healthy, and happy place. And then three, use your own words to affirm yourself and who you are and what you know to be true about your life. Not what anyone else has said about you, right? It's what you know to be true. And here's what we know to be true. You're the only one of you that ever has been and ever will be. You're extraordinary and brilliant. And everybody shows their brilliance in different ways. Some people it's math or science or art or dance. It doesn't have to be the same as everybody for you to acknowledge the fact that I am intelligent. You are resourceful. You are resourceful. That is true. Teenagers are resourceful. You want something, you figure out how to get it. You're resilient. If you weren't resilient, you wouldn't still be here. But you have a fighting spirit. You have the ability to pick yourself back up. And you are fully capable. Everything that you need, you already have. You already have. So keep reminding yourself of those things. Use those as your affirmations to keep yourself going. And then you're going to find that the more you practice the basics, but you have to practice it, the better the quality of your life will start to be. And if you start young, woo, child, you're going to be an adult who's just walking on air. For real. Start young. Start young. So that's all I have for you this week. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who can benefit from it, please share it, because sharing is caring. And if you haven't already, get on over and sign up. Subscribe to my channel somewhere around here. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's going to be somewhere. And that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great rest of your week and a fantastic, super sparkly weekend. Peace.